Welcome back to another episode of Entertainment with Buford and Francis. Today, I'll be cosplaying as Francis from the Fairly Odd Parents. I'll be telling the story, which is called A Tigger Movie. Enjoy the video. While trying to find somebody to play with, Tigger gleefully bounces around the 100-acre wood, disrupting his friend's attempts to prepare for the winter and accidentally causing a huge rock to fall on Eeyore's house. Rabbit leads the others in trying to remove it with an elaborate pulley system known as his rock remover, which collapses, and Tigger intervenes. He activated his most powerful bounce called the whoop-de-dooper loop-de-looper alley-ooper bounce to knock the rock off, which gets tangled with the crumbling rock remover along with Tigger's friends, and getting everyone covered in mud, except for Roo and Eeyore, instead fell in between a tree branch and a thorn bush respectively, and Tigger bounces down the hill saying, "Now with that taken care of, they can bounce." This causes Rabbit to get annoyed and furious that the rock remover was ruined by Tigger's bouncing, instead feeling distraught that everything is destroyed. All Tigger can think about is bouncing. Tigger insists it's what Tiggers do best. However, everyone else, except Rabbit and Roo, sadly explains to Tigger that they can't bounce with him because they aren't Tiggers. Feeling alone, Tigger sulks on a bridge and Roo, trying to cheer him up, asks if there's any other Tiggers. Fascinated by the idea, Tigger talks to Owl, who explains about family trees. Tigger, taking this literally, heads out to find a huge striply tree after not finding one. Instead, writes a letter to his family. After getting back to his house, he and Roo search for clues on what his family was. He says when they do get together, they will do the whoop-de-dooper, loop-de-looper, alley-ooper bounce, which is a bounce only the best bouncers can bounce. Roo asks if he could learn it, but Tigger says the bounce is complex. But Roo tries it out and flies into the closet, but he finds a gold heart locket. Tigger realizes his family picture could be in there, but is soon revealed to be empty. At Roo's advice, Tigger writes a letter, and the two wait patiently, but no reply comes, and Tigger feels more alone than ever. That night, the first night of the winter, everybody, excluding Tigger, gathers at Piglet's house. Feeling sorry for him, Roo announces that they should write a letter to him. Everyone adds a bit of friendly advice. Kanga, dress warmly. Pooh, eat well. Piglet, stay safe and sound. Eeyore, keep smiling. And Roo, we're always there for you. Before saying your family at the bottom of the page, Roo then slips the letter into Tigger's letterbox. The next day, everybody is woken by Tigger, who brandishes the letter. He shouts joyfully that his family has written to him and also that they are coming to visit the next evening. They are all surprised, as they had never written down anything that ever resembles that. Nevertheless, Tigger replies that he always reads between the lines. They all try to tell Tigger the truth, but seeing his excitement makes them realize that it will only break his heart. Later, Roo gathers Pooh, Piglet, Owl, and Eeyore over to his home. He and his mother, Kanga, say they are going to charade as fellow Tiggers to attend the party and make Tigger feel loved. They are halfway through making the costumes when Rabbit bursts through the door, telling them that they should be gathering supplies, or should already have, for the impending snowstorm. At first, everyone thinks Rabbit is right and they should give up, while Roo insists they do it or Tigger will be sad, which, while also feeling bad, they point out they aren't like Tigger. But Kanga and Roo point out they have joy and laughter, which is what Tigger has. Realizing that, they all decide to go with the plan. Meanwhile, Tigger is preparing for his party when somebody rings the doorbell. He opens the door to reveal a large number of Tiggers who claim to be his family. A party ensures with drinks, dance, and games, and all the while, Tigger believes they are his family. Yet one, the smallest, which is Roo, attempts the whoop-de-dooper, loop-de-looper, alley-ooper bounce, and his mask falls off. The others reveal themselves as Tigger's friends. He discovers that they lied to him but he is still certain the family is out there, so he takes the locket and the letter in order to find his family, and deeply hurt by the lie, he leaves his home, stating that he's leaving forever, TTFE, ta-ta forever. The friends, even Roo, who in tears, watch him leave. Sometime later, Pooh at his house is worried about Tigger and is also out of honey. Seconds later, a crying and humiliated Roo comes over, heartbroken and tearfully claiming it was his fault Tigger left, for he wanted the tiger as his big brother. Then, Pooh, Roo, Piglet, and Eeyore mount an expedition to find Tigger. They ask Rabbit to lead them. He initially refuses, but reluctantly agrees after seeing how much they miss the mischievous feline. Meanwhile, Tigger continues to hike through the snow. He almost loses the locket and falls down, but he suddenly finds a large tree on the cliffside, which matches the description he gave of his family tree. He bounces across the branches, finding nothing, so he sits there, waiting for his family in tears. The letter slips out of his hand when they find him. They tell him to return home, with Rabbit saying he should forget about all this other Tigger's nonsense. Tigger is greatly offended and enraged by them, and angrily lashes out at Rabbit. But when a sudden avalanche caused by his irate shouting occurs, he pulls them out of trouble to the tree with his bouncing. Unfortunately, Tigger himself is still caught in the avalanche. Roo remembers the whoop-de-dooper, loop-de-looper, alley-ooper bounce and travels down through the rock and snow to Tigger and wakes him from unconsciousness. To get out of the avalanche, they perform the signature bounce together. When the snow settles, Owl, Kinga, and eventually Christopher Robin arrives, and everyone tells him why Tigger left. Christopher tells Tigger he didn't have to leave to find his family. Tigger objects and reaches for his letter that, until recently, he believed to be from his family, but finds it missing. It is not until Owl, Kinga, Roo, Eeyore, Pooh, and Piglet recite the letter for him that he realizes that they sent the letter, not his family. Hearing this, Tigger finally comes to realize what was true all along, that his family is right here, and always has been, his friends. Once they return home, Tigger gives everyone gifts. Eeyore gets a new house, the guest house meant for Tigger's family. Pooh gets lots of honey. Piglet gets a stack of firewood, and Rabbit is promised that he will watch where he's going. Lastly, he gives Roo his heart pendant, but it's still empty. Christopher Robin remedies this by taking a picture of Tigger's family